I have been tattooing for since the end of September. I cannot put that, like I can't visualize, like I don't know how many months those are. I think I had been tattooed a lot in Australia, and there's a lot of good artists in Melbourne specifically, and just seeing how people were able to translate their own specific kind of vision and how it's unique to each individual. Yeah, I just fucked with that, and I was like, fuck it, I'll try it out. I took what I knew, like especially with European tattooers, and I tried to give it my own interpretation. And I suppose at the beginning it was very bootleg at the beginning, my art. When you see a tattoo, you'll be like, oh, that's Do You Like Drag? I suppose I could submit, like, I don't know, my tattoos as like shit for projects, but it's like, I have my school life and my tattoo life. I'm like Hannah Montana. I've like, apparently like, we have to put in a deposit for the dorms. Like I think I've lost my deposit because there's just ink all over the floor. It's not a good place to tattoo, and especially with the no guests thing, that's also, like I have to do house calls now, so.
Yeah, so I've been doing tooth gems for, I guess, almost a year now, but I really wasn't selling them until I came here. I'd always kind of like had like the idea like, oh, this would be so cool to do as a business because I love doing them and like a lot of my friends want them. But I'm from Wisconsin, and like way less people want tooth gems in Wisconsin than here. And I got here and I'd be going like out and stuff and like smiling, and they'd be like, oh my god, where did you get your tooth gems? And I'm like, I did them, and I'm actually like starting a business. And then so it just sort of started like very organically like that. And then here we are, Gems by JoJo. It's like gotten like a lot more popular than I was expecting it to, which I'm really grateful for. It's so funny, I just did a project on, like an art project on tooth gems like a month ago. Like this thing on the wall here is like a page from it, but I made a book of like under the idea of like imperfect beauty, and like the top about like some sort of body ornamentation or covering as like an idea of like imperfect beauty. And so I picked tooth gems and I was able to like do a like project on it. So that was like definitely inspired by like what I'm doing. I was able to like look for inspo and stuff through people I know, which is really cool. Collaborating with people, this is so cool. I really want to like do some like photo shoots and stuff with people with tooth gems. That's like a goal for mine in the future. And I just get to meet so many different creatives, and even like trading things for tooth gems like haircuts and tattoos, and like it's opened up a lot of doors for me with that, because I mostly do like other college students and other like creative art students and stuff. So I feel like just very grateful for the people I've met, and it's like put me in like a really good spot to meet other people. So, well, because I'm in the dorms, people that don't go to the new school, and like up until like a week ago, people that weren't in the dorms couldn't get in here. So I'll have to do them like on the stoop out front of like Sty like residence a lot, and I do them at night usually too because of like my classes and stuff. So I'll be out there at like 11 p.m. like tooth gemming up on the stoop, which is really funny and gets a lot of like weird looks, but I kind of love it. I mean, I'm gonna be excited next year to have an apartment and be able to do them out of there instead, but that's like definitely been interesting. And then like the overall process of it too, it's sort of like a 3-step process. So it's like involves like a sort of like tooth cleaner, a UV bonded like resin that goes on before the glue, and then a glue with like, it's also, you need the UV light to do it, and then like Swarovski crystals. And it's very fun because I can do like, I have hearts, I have stars, I can do little designs. I'm really excited to like hopefully get more like creative with it in the future too. I'm really looking into getting more like metal pieces, or like Swarovski used to make these little tiny micro crystals, but they're really hard to find. So if I can get my hands on some of those, I could do some really wicked stuff. So definitely excited for the future of that.